just a few months' time, we will be swimming the world's largest swimming competition by spectator standards at Lucas Oil Stadium. I'm doing a tour here at Lucas Oil today. That video will be available on the USA Swimming Network exclusively, so go check that out. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the pool. Today is a recovery practice. We've been working hard and it's nice to just kind of swim a little slow today. So there's the workout for you right there. That's everything I'm doing this morning before I go to the gym and lift weights. Last week, I did a full training cycle breakdown of my next 8 weeks leading into Olympic trials. If you haven't watched that video yet, check it out. I put a lot of work into it, a lot of detail, all my practices, explained everything I'm doing, and a lot of fun stuff. In just a little bit, I am going to talk about my thoughts on the voice of swimming, Rowdy Gaines. But first, I need to let my inner nerd out, okay? I need to nerd out a little bit. I am a genre fan, a science fiction fantasy fanatic. I love things like Game of Thrones, Star Wars, obviously all of the Marvel movies and comic books. Most recently in the world of science fiction, Netflix's Three Body Problem. Love that series. Can't wait for House of the Dragon to come back. And Silo. So science fiction is like my thing. My all-time favorite video game ever, probably played the most hours in my life, was the Halo series, particularly Halo 3. There's a reason I'm telling you all this, okay? Master Chief on his Warthog always has a special place in my heart. Recently, I got to test drive the new Tesla truck, the Cybertruck, which is extremely divisive. People either love it or a lot of people really hate it. I personally love it because it reminds me of something that Master Chief would drive, the science fiction nerd in me. So I'm gonna get one. I'm doing it. I pulled the trigger. I'm getting one. That's something that I'm psyched about. Just finished my 20 minutes at 210 degrees. Oh, that was nice. Now it's time to get in the ice tub. Ooh. Having proper guidance and understanding of what to eat and how to fuel yourself is one of the greatest assets someone can possess, which is why I'm really excited to tell you about the sponsor of this video, Nourish. Nourish is the best way to find a registered dietitian and get it covered by your insurance. They accept hundreds of insurance plans across all 50 states, and 94% of Nourish patients pay $0 out of pocket. Nourish has hundreds of dietitians that specialize in a variety of different health concerns: weight management, eating disorders, gut health, trying to build a nutritional plan just for a better, healthier lifestyle, or maybe you're an athlete that needs to really take a hard look at, okay, what am I eating? How am I properly fueling myself? Get professional guidance. It's one of the best things you can possibly do. We're not talking about crazy fad diets. Nourish dietitians are here to help you build life-lasting, good, healthy habits by giving you information and context and a plan about how to go about properly eating and fueling yourself for whatever those goals that you have are. Learning about this stuff from a professional was one of the best things I did for my career. And the best thing about Nourish is it's all online. Head to usenourish.com/Cody to book your appointment today. Thank you, Nourish, for sponsoring this video. Oh, some of you may not know this, but I have a video podcast where I talk about all things in the world of swimming. And right now it is exclusive to the USA Swimming Network. And I get all kinds of questions. But for whatever reason, the last few months, I have gotten a ton of questions about if I would ever do what Rowdy does. And so I thought I would finally answer all of your submissions. What are my thoughts on the swimming commentary of the last few decades? That's what I dive into in this viewer submitted topic. And topic number 6 today comes to us from Julian from Little Rock, Arkansas. And Julian writes, "Hello, Cody. I've been watching you for years and I'm a huge fan of the show. Anyone who's ever watched an Olympic swimming race on TV has seen Rowdy Gaines commentate. Rowdy has become a staple of the sport. However, some swimmers roll their eyes when he gets overly excited, and I'm not sure he connects well with the main swimming crowd, especially the younger audience. What do you think? Would the swimming world ever shake things up with a new voice? Would you ever be interested in something like this? I really hope we get to hear your thoughts on this. The swim community really appreciates you. Thank you. Have a great day." Okay, thank you, Julian, for that submission. And
First of all, what Rowdy has done for the sport of swimming, in my opinion, is it can't be overstated, right? Like we all know the importance and the impact of the Mark Spitz era, and then the Michael Phelps era of swimming, and then what Caleb Dressel did at the Olympics, like all the greats, the Kato Ledeckis. But in my opinion, what we don't talk enough about is the impact that Rowdy Gaines has had. Like Rowdy, as you said, has become a staple of this sport. He's truly been remarkably important for this sport for a bunch of different reasons. And make no mistake, what Rowdy does is extremely difficult. Any great commentator, any great sports commentator has a very difficult job of analyzing in real time what is happening while providing context to the viewers that don't understand what's going on, giving them some insight into what the possible outcomes are, what the likely outcomes are, why it should be exciting to them, infusing passion into your commentary, which is something that Rowdy does phenomenally well. He is truly passionate about the sport of swimming, and he also has a great grasp and understanding of what is happening. And doing that in real time live is super difficult. It's really difficult. You know, I can't overstate that enough. Anyone who's never tried it doesn't understand. It's really, really hard. You know, Dan Hicks and Rowdy have been a phenomenal team for years. And I think Rowdy's been as important to the sport as someone like a Michael Phelps. I really do. Because here's the thing. Here's the reality. Sports is a consumer product. And that product is packaged a specific way. When you watch swimming, you are not just watching the athletes, you're also listening to the commentary. You're also getting half of your information from the people that are just talking while the athletes are walking out behind the blocks, while the athletes are racing in the pool. And as you said in your submission, the general swimming audience knows some of these things. Well, yeah, but Rowdy and Dan, the commentators, they're not talking to the nerds. They're not talking to the people watching this show. They're not talking to you and me. It's the 99.9% of the audience that only watches swimming once every 4 years. They don't know what's going on. And so those are the people that you're broadcasting to. Those are the people. So I laughed when I saw this submission. I said, you know, some people roll their eyes when Rowdy gets a little overexcited. I don't. I personally love it. It's just, that is important. It's important. Passion is infectious. Real, true passion is something that resonates with people, that people like. And I know, I mean, this is my opinion, but I know that the general audience loves that passion. I've watched Olympic races with my family members that know nothing about swimming, and they love when Rowdy gets excited. I love when Rowdy gets excited. But it's great excitement because it's passion infused with real understanding of what's happening, and he is able to adequately, with a great economy of words, explain what's happening, what might happen, and why it matters, and why it's exciting. And that's the job. And explaining that to a broader audience. And the thing is, I'll circle back to what I just said a few minutes ago. It's a package. And what NBC and ESPN and whatever sports company is packaging a swimming event has done over the last number of decades has been very successful. They have a winning formula. Dan and Rowdy have been great at their job. They've been really successful, and people tune in. People tune in to see the athletes, but they keep watching because what the broadcasters are providing is good entertainment. And that good entertainment more heavily than people realize, relies on who's providing the commentary, who's providing the what is happening, who's providing the context. That it's just, it can't be overstated how important something like that is in any sport, right? And so I very fortunately was able to hang out with Rowdy just recently at the men's NCAA championships. And dude, that guy does his research. Like, he knows his stuff. That's another reason why he's great, is he does his research a lot, and he knows the sport. And I got to chit chat with him about, the things that he does. And to answer part of your question, if I'm ever able to get in the booth and do something like that for the sport of swimming, that would be a dream come true. I would love that. But that's not up to me. I'm perfectly happy just talking on YouTube, showing swimming videos, teaching people about the sport, all the things that I like to do, right? I'm happy just talking to my camera here. So if I ever get to do anything like that, that would be very exciting, very, very fun. But make no mistake, they have a winning formula, and why would they change it? Like, why would the answer is no. Like it works. Like, you don't mess with a winning formula. And Rowdy and Dan has been a winning formula for a number of years. And I will say it again, you cannot overstate the importance of the impact that Rowdy has had on the sport of swimming. This is my first meal of the day. I do my morning swim and gym workout fasted, then I have a little snack. Now I'm here for this. We have sourdough bread that I baked myself and I just toasted a few slices. A little bit of homemade mayonnaise with an avocado oil base, topped with Allie's made tuna salad with a little bit of mozzarella melted cheese, some chili flakes, pepper, some seasoning, paired with a chicken salad. I grilled the chicken yesterday with just a little bit of lemon drizzled over the top and a small little bowl of fruit. Oh yeah. All right, my next swimming competition is going to be the Indy May Cup, taking place at the IU Natatorium just up the road in Indianapolis, May 15th. So lots of awesome stuff leading into that competition that I'll be sharing with you very soon. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you'd like a personalized video from me to you or someone you know, for whatever reason, I am available on Cameo. For swim clinics, I am booking speaking events and swim clinics for later this summer and a little later into the year. So if you would like to have me out to your team or your club or whatever, your event, send me an email to CodyMillerShow@gmail.com, and maybe I'll see you sometime later this year. We have merch available at CodyMillerSwim.com. Check that stuff out, and until my next video, I will see you all later.